Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm Ankita Nagraj. I head the customer success team at SellerApp. We're almost nearing the end of Q2, and if trends are anything to go by, then this season, the upcoming season, will be heavily contested. So here we are with a series of videos with advanced strategies to help you gain an advantage over your competitors for the upcoming Q3 and Q4. So in this video, we'll be discussing advanced PPC strategies, especially for 2019. It is a well-known fact that 6 out of 10 Amazon sellers struggle with PPC campaigns. It is one thing to start a campaign and launch it, but the trick here is to really optimize your campaigns at every iteration and to optimize it for increased visibility, performance, and efficiency. This is where most people make serious mistakes that results in high ACoS without delivering a sizable return on their investment. Even if you have the best product and an excellent listing copy, you'll have to have concrete PPC strategies to get the most out of your ad campaigns. With that in mind, we've prepared this comprehensive advanced video strategy guide for 2019. All of these strategies have been derived from our experience of working with hundreds of businesses of different scales. So these strategies will help you increase exposure of your brand and drive in more traffic to your listings and increase your sales. So let's dive in. Before we get started, if you're new to Amazon PPC campaigns and you do not know how Amazon PPC campaigns work, then I highly recommend our beginner series on PPC campaigns that you check out. The link's in the description below. Tip number 1, start at the bottom rung and move up the ladder. So whether you are launching a new product or starting out as a new seller, you should always launch your campaigns and target long-tail keywords. And once you gain certain mastery and success with these long-tail keywords, you can go up the pecking order and target more generic top-level keywords. So the reason why this PPC strategy works is that as a new seller or having launched a new product in the market, you'll have a tough time competing against well-established products and sellers in the market. So if you target high competition, high CPC, highly searched keywords right at the beginning, you'll just end up losing a lot of money without any return on your investment. So even if your listings get high impressions, the chances of them converting is pretty low, as your competitors might have a better chance with high reputation and better stand in the market. So you'll have to decide on a goal for your PPC campaign. If the goal is to increase exposure for your brand and your product, then you can get as many impressions as possible and increase your visibility. But if your goal is to get more sales or improve your organic search rank and build relevance to certain keywords for your product, then you'll have to go after long-tail keywords first. The reason being, these long-tail keywords have less competition and therefore low CPC and high buying intent. So once you start getting more and more orders and sales for these long-tail keywords and gradually improve your Amazon organic rank, then you can go after the keywords in the next level and eventually target highly searched, highly competitive keywords. So the first round would be long-tail keywords, such as if you're selling a cutting board, then you can say handmade wooden cutting board, resin brown wooden cutting board, etc. So once Amazon builds relevance for your keywords, and this happens once you start getting sales for these keywords through your manual campaigns, then you can go after semi-generic keywords such as wooden cutting board or vegetable cutting board, etc. And eventually you can target keywords such as cutting board, and you can get more and more visibility across all of these search terms, or rather keywords, on Amazon, and gradually improve your Amazon organic rank for across all of these keywords. So when you're starting out setting up campaigns for your new products, it is recommended that you set up multiple campaigns all at once for different match types, for different types of campaign like manual and automatic, and also for different variations of your products, so that you know what are converting keywords, what are your converting products, so that you can move forward with the PPC campaigns with a better structure in the future. So let's see how to use SellerApp. to discover more long-tail keywords. Once you log into your SellerApp account, you'll see keyword tool on the left-hand menu. So you have two options here. You can use keyword research for this purpose right now. So enter a top-level keyword for your product. So for example, going back to chopping board, if you're selling chopping board, then type in chopping board and hit enter. So you'll see different tabs. The first one is keywords, and the second one is keywords, and the third one is long-tail keywords. So these are the keywords that you should be looking at, and whatever is relevant to your product. And you can also refer to the CPC rate, which is an estimate of the pay-per-click for the keyword. You can, if you see that a keyword has high search volume relatively and low CPC, then you can, and also 100% relevant and accurately describes your product, then you can go ahead and add it in your manual test campaign. Tip number 2, rank optimization through PPC campaigns. What a lot of Amazon sellers do is that they have a certain set of keywords that they want to rank for on Amazon organically. This might not always work out, as Amazon might not deem these keywords to be the most relevant to the product, or maybe they're not highly converting. So without a guarantee of high conversions or high number of sales, it gets very expensive to keep investing on the same set of keywords in the long run. Instead, we've formulated a strategy where you can identify the keywords that are high converting for your product, and you can find out what the search rank is for each individual keywords. You can add these keywords into different sets of ad campaigns to improve organic search rank on Amazon. You can set the bids and budgets for each of these campaigns differently based on the rank of the keyword. So what you need to do is make a list of all the keywords from your manual campaigns which have gotten sales. So with this list of keywords, you can track them on SellerApp and identify where they rank on Amazon currently, organic rank. So let's see how to use SellerApp to identify your organic search rank. Log in your SellerApp account, go to Track Products on the left-hand menu, All Products. And let's take one product as an example. You can repeat the same process for all of the products in your ad group. So go to Keyword Tracked, and you can click on Add Keywords to Track and add all the keywords from your manual campaigns for which you've gotten sales. Track the keywords. You can use SellerApp Chrome extension to get real-time organic search rank for all of these keywords. So if you haven't installed Chrome extension before, all you have to do is go to Chrome extensions, select the middle one and add to Chrome. So open up your Chrome extension, go to keyword tracking. There you go. You will find your search rank and search position for each of your keywords individually. So from here, what you have to do is segregate this entire list, export the list and segregate this entire list into 3 different groups. The first group contains all the keywords that lie between page 5 and page 10. The second group contains all the keywords that lie between page 3 and page 5. And the third group contains keywords that lie on page 1 and page 2 only. So once you have these 3 groups of keywords, all you have to do is decide on the kind of strategies that you want to apply. So we are going to take a look at 3 different strategies that will help you improve your page rank, organic page rank for all of these keywords. So I would say for the first group, which is the keywords that have a page rank of page 2 and page 1, you'll have to take an aggressive stance. And for the second group, which have keywords between page 3 and page 5, you can take a moderate stance. And for the last group, you can take a slow and steady approach. So for group 1, you can bid aggressively high or do any of the other strategies that we're going to discuss in just a bit. And for group 2, you can be a little more moderate in how much you want to spend and you can expect a slower return on investment. And for the third group, you'll have to have a lot of patience, and you'll see a gradual increase in the Amazon organic rank. So let's take one keyword as an example and take a look at how many units we'll have to sell in order to rank on page 1 at the end of a week. So let's take wooden chopping board as an example. Okay, so open up the Chrome extension, and average daily sales is the metric that we have to follow. So the average daily sales is 6 to 13 for this specific keyword. So what that indicates is that you'll have to get at least more than 6 units to 10 units consistently for over a week in order to start ranking on page 1. In addition to that, you can also check what is the number of sales that the top competitors or top listings in this niche are making, so that you can be sure to get these many number of sales per day. If you beat 70 units, which is how much extra large organic this particular listing is making, then you can be sure that you will reserve your spot on page 1. But the average daily sales for this niche is only between 6 and 13, so you can start with 10 units per day over a week. So imagine that you have 5 different variations of wooden chopping board. For each of the variation, you're getting 1 sales each. Then Amazon will start attributing all of these sales to the seed keyword as well, and gradually your Amazon rank for the seed keyword will improve. So this is the second strategy. So let's take a deep dive into the third strategy, which is Amazon dynamic bidding. Amazon released this feature recently to give more control to the sellers over where the ads are placed based on the bids that they place. So there are 3 places on Amazon where your ad typically would land. So the first one is top of the search, the second is rest of the search, and third is product detail page. So for every campaign that you run on Amazon, you can access a placement report which tells you the number of impressions that you've got for each of these 3 positions and corresponding clicks and sales. Based on this insight, you can set up the placement bidding multiplier between 0% and 900% to further improve your odds of landing sales and improving your brand awareness. In addition to the placement bidding multiplier, Amazon also provides 3 different types of bidding strategies: dynamic bidding down only, dynamic bidding up and down, and fixed bids. So the way that down only works is that if Amazon thinks that you have lower chances of conversion for a specific keyword or a placement, then it's going to decrease your bid. So if your default bid is about $1 plus your placement bidding is about 50%, then your bidding is considered to be $1.50. So Amazon can choose any bidding between $0 and $1.50 depending on your likeliness of conversions for the specific keyword and the placement. So moving on to the second type of strategy, which is dynamic bidding up and down. So if Amazon detects high probability of conversion for a specific keyword and placement, then Amazon can increase your bid by 100%. So what that means is, if your default bid is about $1 and you have chosen 50% and 25% for 2 different placements, which makes it $1.50 for top of the search, then it can raise the bid up to $3, which is double the times of $1.50. For if Amazon thinks that you have a high chance of getting sales for that specific keyword and placement. If it thinks that you have a low probability of conversion, then it can go till $0. So this table gives us a very clear idea of how the dynamic bidding works. So if your default bid is about $1.50, which includes your $1 of default bid and 50% of for top of the search and 25% for product pages. So we just spoke about dynamic bids up and down and dynamic bids down only. So quick review of fixed bids. Fixed bids remain as it is. There's no changes whatsoever, but it takes the percentage that you have put into the placement bidding multiplier into account. So if the default bid plus the placement bidding multiplier equals your fixed bids, but it does not increase or decrease depending on the likeliness of conversions. So going by this table, if your default bid for top of the search is $1.50, then fixed bids keeps it as it is. Rest of the search is $1, product pages is $1.25, and top of the search is $1.50. So dynamic bids down only changes the bids between $0 and $1.50 for top of the search, $0 to $1.25 for product pages, and $0 to $1 for rest of the search. And dynamic bids up and down keeps it between $0 to $3 for top of the search, $0 to $1.88 to product pages, and $0 to $1.50 for rest of the search. Right? So now that we have a clear understanding of how the dynamic bidding works, you can apply this strategy to increase the likeliness of conversions. So if you cannot control the number of impressions that you're getting by adjusting the bid, you can adjust the bid so that you get more sales for the same number of clicks or impressions. Tip number 3, target indirect or alternative or complementary keywords. So the keywords that you choose to advertise decides your competition, target audience, and search demand. If you're selling products that are not very well known or popular, or if you're selling products in heavily saturated markets, the keywords, the most mainstream common keywords could be very expensive, or maybe it's not searched well properly, which results in low number of impressions and sales, or it could result in high A costs. So what you can do in such situations is that you can go after alternative keywords for these products. So for example, if you're selling mushroom coffee, a lot of the people might be searching for products like healthy natural metabolism booster, or healthy caffeine alternatives, or natural weight loss remedy. So all of these are alternative keywords for mushroom coffee. Oftentimes, buyers search for solutions rather than products. They do not know what they want until and unless they see the products themselves. So because of which, they could be searching for products with keywords such as natural weight loss remedy, or sleep relief, or alternatives, tea alternatives, coffee alternatives, etc. Right? This is just an example, of course. The only way to get these keywords is by analyzing thoroughly your product and your target audience. A good lead is to analyze your competitor listings and the reviews they've got. In the reviews, you can figure out what pain points do your target audience have, and what benefits are they getting from the existing products. Is there any market demand gap? So one way to get keywords of your competitor listings or existing listings is by using the reverse ASIN feature in SellerApp. So let's see how you can use the reverse ASIN feature. You can log into your account, select the keyword tool feature on the left-hand menu, and click on reverse ASIN. You have two options. One is to enter your own ASIN, and the second option is to enter your competitor listings ASINs. You can choose up to 4 competitor listings. So you can go with the most appropriate relevant keyword for your product and get the top 4 competitors in the niche. You can use the Chrome extension to figure out what sellers are making the most amount of sales, and you can get the ASINs of those competitor listings. Or another way is to seek listings that are highly optimized to get more number of keywords. Either way, once you have 4 competitor listings ASINs, you can go back to reverse ASIN, enter your ASIN, or if you do not have an existing listing, then you can choose another competitor ASIN. So once you add the ASINs, you can hit search, go to compare keywords, and this table shows you, this is a master table of all the keywords that we've extracted from all the listings, and the third column indicates the keywords that are there in the in individual listings. If you see a green tick mark, then it means that the keyword exists in the listing, and red cross indicates that the keyword phrase does not exist in the listing. One thing to remember is that these ad campaigns should operate over and above the existing regular campaigns that you're running. So the idea isn't to replace the existing campaigns with these alternative keyword campaigns, but to add more alternative keyword campaigns to increase visibility and for a wider reach. To start with, you can create a manual phrase or broad campaigns, and then you can iterate it and optimize it for better conversions. So we're at the end of part 1 of Advanced PPC Strategies video series. We saw how you can improve your Amazon organic search rank and also increase your exposure and brand awareness and conversions using alternative keywords and long tail keywords and moving up the ladder. So in part 2 of the video series, you'll see strategies specifically targeted at decreasing ACoS by structuring campaigns effectively. And part 3 will talk about how to direct traffic from different channels to Amazon. If you know of any advanced strategies, do leave it in the comment section below. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section below or reach out to me at support@sellerapp.com. The link to the email address and also our website is in the description below. If you like our video, do give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great content. Do follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and sign up for a free 7-day free trial at SellerApp.com to explore all our advanced features and tools. Thank you so much for joining. Until next time.